and run through. Again, if any of the kiting tanks or the backup tanks have questions about that, then please feel free to ask anything. You just attack the Mino that it is kiting, and if they happen to die, you provoke it and you keep rotating the same way. Mia, you are starting south, you follow Freya, so you end up on 4, and you trap from 4 to 1.
Gotcha.
The tanks with binds and the ignore, you will follow your tank, and then once you are at the next cardinal, you then will trap for them, or they trap for themselves, whichever one. That covers the kiting part, that covers the general mechanics. Move your characters, by the way. I've been talking a while. The last thing to mention is for the healer specifically. For the ad phase, you are doing something different. You're not dealing with the Minos, you are dealing with the inner ring. Every healer should be in the inner ring. If I could just confirm that we have a bunch of dispels. If you have it, just say in chat. If there are a few, as long as I have a few, that's all I care about. If you have Dispel, you are going to be targeting the Earth Orbs that spawn in the middle ring. Hit them with Dispel once, that will remove the stone skin, and then you can kill them. And the second thing that happens is you will spawn, Fire Orbs will spawn around the inner ring. These work the same way as the Reflect Orbs back in Queensguard, where you need to press a curtain, and then you need to stand under the orb. Unlike the spiritual spheres, the reflect orbs, these will not do an AoE, they just explode. So do not wait for that. That said, I believe that is everything, so we can do ready checks. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Also, the major thing with this fight is we do not have limit break 3s. So please be very fucking careful with everything. There is no enrage. There is technically an enrage, but there's no functional enrage. So just be careful, do the mechanics, try to survive. We can take as long as we need. As long as we all come out of this alive, or mostly alive, and then we can just raise the dead.
For your question, I think it's like 1 or 2 that you need. It's not that many for the fire orb.
What is it?
How many you need to reflect to kill the fire orb? I think it's 1 or 2.
Just 1.
That's only 1? Okay.
Yeah. Unless it's like a tank, but no tanks are going to be doing that. The fire orb will also pulse a number of times, not just once, so you don't need to panic. And in cases where a fire orb and other mechanics happen, focus on the mechanics, then do the orb. Where are you starting with Sassy? Sassy is starting on the 2 marker. The tanks all start with the same number on their heads. Again, bind 1, Radas, you're going with Namia to number 1. Bind 2, that's Mori, is going with Sassy to number 2. Bind 3, that is Mia, you're going with Freya to marker 3. And then ignore 1 because there's no bind 4. Yorenta, you're going with Hollow to number 4. All of you will rotate clockwise, both the main and backup tanks. Just remember, pick up the Mino in front of you immediately and start rotating. Okay. Slimes 1, 2, and 3. Golems 1, Golems 2, Golems 3. Okay, everyone's ready. Step inside the arena. Deep breath. Save your actions, save your buffs. Just hit the boss for the basic 1, 2, 3. Just get it down to 70%, and then we'll get into the ad phase. Again, everyone starts towards the south unless you have other assignments. Healers are in the middle ring. Okay, on the boss. First up is going to be a tank buster. And then make sure you know where arm's length is. You need to press it now. Shortcast as well. And Dark some Cleaves. There's 3 of them.
Coin.
Okay, I'm gonna get a big swing. Hiding tanks, stances on. Get away from the boss, away, away, away. Big swing. We have pushed. Okay. Everyone south. Healers in the middle. Tanks, pick up your minos and start rotating. Okay. Please pick up the loose mino. Get back to the markers, Tanks immune. And run through. Sassy, just run the other way. You have a debuff. Resolve it. Resolve your debuffs. Okay, hide in a notch, hide in a notch. Okay, last mino. Sorry, 2 minos left. Loose mino, pick it up. So anyone provoke. Okay. Keep rotating. Just range attack and rotate. You have a debuff. You don't resolve it just yet. First, hide in a notch. Hide in a notch. And resolve your debuff. Do your debuff. Resolve your debuff. Might need a backup on north. The last mino. Nope. Okay, good. Okay, back on the boss. Oh, hide a notch. Careful of any fire orbs. There's one on south. Away from fire. Away from fire. Raid wide. Get back to the boss. 3 people will be marked with lightning. If you get one, get away from the boss. Put it at the edge. There it is. Put it at the edge and then move out of it. It will keep pulsing. And another big swing is happening. Get away from the boss. West side is safe. Once this goes off, back in. 2 more sets of thunder. Same as before. Take it to the edge. 1 more set. Everyone else stack middle. There's gonna be a proximity. You get away from proximity. About half the arena safe. Sprint. Run back in. And dodge the cleaves. Healers. After the dodging, you can start rising people. And everyone else behind the boss. Good. Okay. Have a few more dead. Little messy, but it's fine. We recovered.
Don't go towards green. Wait a second, please.
Don't want to be up. Nope. Yeah. We want to make sure everyone's up. Everyone that we can, anyway.
I think it's only 2 more. Should be fine.
Yeah.
There is someone going to queen at the moment.
Just don't spawn her.
1 more.
Yeah, good.
We can go.
Remember your chest. By now you should have all 5 plates, or 4 plates and a secret, or if you're really lucky, 3 plates and 2 secrets. If you missed any chests, you can go back and get them after the run is over. Just careful of traps. Okay. And once the queen cutscene starts, feel free to watch it. It is the same as normal mode. What do the secret pieces do? Excellent questions. If you have the augmented Boston gear that gives haste, you can use that along with the Law's Order pieces and the secret to then upgrade the Boston armor to give you even more haste. Okay. More haste is more damage, as you can probably expect. Yeah, those are my green markers. Okay. First things first, once we are out of cutscene, I'm going to place a 2 marker that is in the back. If you do not have a re-raiser active, and you do not have any more in your holster, stand on the 2 marker. We have people that will give that out. If you get a... Yeah, that's a lot of people. If you get one, please move off the marker. One by one, let's just give them out. Okay, we'll let Holla finish, and then I'll do mine. And then we can move on. Okay, I'll do mine next. Preferably healers prioritized, but we're gonna need people anyway. If you get a re-raiser, please move off. Okay, that's mine. Okay, that might be all re-raisers we can give. Okay, I know someone has one. Okay. Alrighty. Not everyone, but good enough, let's just say. Thankfully, now that we're a queen, this is the last boss of the raid. And surprisingly, it is one of the easier ones, because you've already seen a lot of its mechanics from Queensguard.
Also, before you start, Minerva, is there any healer who doesn't have any arise anymore? Like the holster's empty and your equipped action is empty.
Please say no if you do.
Yeah.
Okay, the healer in my party does. It doesn't have any. If it's just one, two.
Do we need any extra tanks?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have arises, please use them in combat. The more people we have up, the better it is, because the more people alive, obviously more damage, but also reviving will also remove what's it called? Weakness and brink. So you bring back someone that is at full damage, basically.
It doesn't seem like that many.
Yeah. It does affect the damage quite a bit, but yes. Anyway, a few things to sort out before I get into explanations. First off, tanks, I see 1 and 2. Do we have a 3? Preferably Paladin and Gunbreaker. Sassy one's that. Right. Are you fine with 3, or would you rather an early number? Yeah, well, Mia took 3. Yeah, Sassy on 4. Cool. Okay, that's tank sorted. Secondly, Excellence. This one should be Ferret. Where are you? There you are. You are supposed to have Font of Power and Excellence, not Dervish and Excellence. Alrighty, that's a bit of a problem. I guess no mimics then. Okay. In that case, do we have anyone with a banner and Font of Power? Anyone with banner and Font of Power? Please speak up if you do. Okay. There we go. At least that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'll sort it. Then move your characters, and let me get into explanations. Okay. A lot of mechanics from Queen, you've already seen in Queen's Guard, with the turrets, with the wind and lightning puddles, with the bombs. Everything we've seen at Queen's Guard, you will likely see again here, just in different combinations, along with Queen's own mechanics. I'll go over Queen's own mechanics first because they are the more important thing. The first one we will see is going to be the normal chess. For normal chess, what will happen is Queen will spawn a Northreen's Glow, which is the 3 sets of dots from normal mode. They will then extend into lines wherever those lines intersects. We need to get away from. So it's either going to be north, south, east, or west. Once we have dodged that, we also need to dodge soldiers that will be on the sides. I'll try to call this out to the best of my ability, considering the markers. But worst case scenario, follow the plus. Or if I get it wrong, listen to what Han says. He's most likely looking as well. With that out of the way, the second thing that we will see, the second major thing, is going to be Super Chess. This is the thing you might have heard of. It is simpler than you think. I'm going to post the command for it in Bun Run chat. Here it is. If you look at the chat, you can see the 3 debuffs of 2, 3, and 4 numbers. What will happen during the mechanic is that you get 2 of these, and they will either add up to 5, 6, or 7. Depending on the total, you'll stand where I tell you to, and then you will play to the right side of the arena. Sorry, let me go back and start. Queen will go untargetable and spawn a safe spot. It is either north of A or south of C. We will move away from the safe spot, and what you need to do is you need to add up your debuffs. The total will either equal 5, 6, or 7, and then I will tell you to stand on specific spots. From those spots, you'll move to the right, and then you'll move up towards the safe spot in that order. So, if I say something like 5 on 3, 7 on 3, 6 in the corner, and 5 on 2, then I mean 7 goes to the 3 marker, 6 will go to the corner here, and then 5 will go on the 2 marker. You will wait until the first cards move, and then you'll start your first movement. You need to move until the number on top of your head disappears, or alternatively, until you get a doom marker and then you take a step back. The doom marker is big and red. Do we have an image for it? We should. We do. Alright. So if you get the big red marker, you need to move back a step. Don't panic, don't just freeze up, just move backwards. Once you've done your first movement, you just stop, wait for the second, wait for the debuff to run out, and then you move into the safe spot. It does not matter what you have, you always end in the safe spot. Once that mechanic, and that would be the end of that mechanic. There are a few different patterns for this, just pay attention to what I call. It can be something like 5 on 3, 6 to the left, and 7 to the left of that. This means 5 will stand on the 3 marker, 6 stands left below Charlie, and then 7 will stand left of that over here. I'm not moving forward another tile, but yes. You also might see people mark themselves with 5, 6, or 7. This is to tell you that this is where you need to stand. If you don't know what to do, please do not mark yourself and accidentally kill people. With that said, that is the... No, I am missing 2 things. First off, the raid wide. Same as with Trinity Avowed, we need an Aether Shield on every single raid wide. I will call it out as needed. And the second thing is going to be the Tank Buster. I believe all tanks know what to do, but just in case, the Queen will cast Cleansing Slash, in which case we need the tanks to immune. They will take 2 hits, and then the next tank in line will turn on the stance and provoke the boss. The reason we prefer paladins and gunbreakers is because they are immune and they don't take the bleed or the physical vuln or the doom. We don't have to deal with any of that, and that's just nice. That said, that covers queen mechanics. Move your characters. Let's go over the second half of the fight. The first thing we will see is going to be lightning orbs around the arena. When you see these, you need to press a light curtain to reflect them back at queen, to reflect them and make a safe bubble. At the same time, we will need dispels. So once again, I want healers to confirm they have dispel. There's a total of 4 buffs that need to be gone from the queen, so we just need to make sure. Okay, that's good. Then we have dispels covered. For everyone, if you happen to have a light curtain, which everyone should, please make sure you know where it is, you know how to use it. It does take up one singular GCD, because you will need to press it. If you don't have one, you need to dodge the lightning orbs. I will not call where they are. Safe bet, get away from where people are going. That said, yeah, you can also drag it to a hotbar if you open up your holster. Just grab it from the holster and click it, drag it to a hotbar. Now, for the rest of the mechanics in the fight, they are all labeled Relentless Plays. The first one we will see is going to be the Wind and Lightning puddles, same as in Queensguard. If you are tethered, you'll go to Wind. If not, you go to Lightning. And along with that, you get the Gunner's open spot. This time, the Gunner is not in the center of the arena, it is northwest. It is going to be between the 1, A, Delta, and 4 markers, in the tile between them. So when we get to that mechanic, remember first aim your open spot to the red and purple. And once the Gunner's hit goes off, you need to do a turret on the side yet again. So they work the same way as in Queensguard. They'll be on east and west. They will alternate. So, open spot northwest, open spot to the turrets, once you have resolved your Wind and Lightning tethers, along with the North Range Glow, which I did forget to mention. So we will go to one direction and then go into the puddles. Second thing we see, Relentless Play 2. This one is a little harder to call, just straight up, so if I say to just follow the plus, just look where I'm jumping, and stand on me, it is hopefully correct, but we will see. There are some easy patterns, there are some hard patterns, we just pray for an easy one. And then the third one we will see is going to be the Knight jumping on us and doing its optimal play. So that's the in or out along with a direction. Do not move immediately if it's out. Wait until you see where we're going to dodge the claw. And then lastly, if we happen to see it, Relentless Play 4 is going to be bombs with fire and ice, along with a knockback. You need to get knocked to the correct bomb that you need, and then either stop or keep moving, depending on fire or ice. And then the same as Queensguard, if you fall first, move into an explosion. And that's it. The very last thing in the fight is going to be the Soft Enrage. I will call for Ether Shields on that, and just wait for the call. If you are a caster and you're up at that point, spam your Cure 4. I will try to mention it again when we get there, but spam your Cure 4. It is a lot of damage going out, and you can heal a lot of damage with it. That said, I believe that is everything. We can start doing ready checks. Once again, eat food. It helps. The red thing in chat. In Super Chess, you need to do 2 movements to resolve the numbers on your head. If you move too far, you get the red marker on your head. You get this red marker. And if you see it, you need to move back a step. Do not panic if you see it, don't freeze up, just move backwards.
If you have that mark above your head while the movement resolves, you will die.
Yes. It will just give you doom and it will kill you in about 2 seconds. If you want shell, go to the back. If you don't already have it. Otherwise, let's see. Slimes 1, 2, and 3. Golems 1, 2, and 3. Everyone's ready. I'm gonna wait for shells to finish. Move inside the arena if you're ready, and I will start a countdown. Dual buff has 14 minutes. This is close. But, it's fine. Okay, everyone's inside the arena. Almost. Countdown is starting. Deep breaths. Last thing to do. Just remember, potions if you have them, food if you have it. Use your damage actions. We're pulling in 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Raid wide, ether fields up. And then we will go into normal chests. The queen will recenter. Okay. Stay towards the middle. Stick towards the middle. We are going Bravo. Bravo side, not on Bravo itself. 2 is safe. There's an open spot. Okay. And then middle column is safe. 2 is also still safe. Tank Buster 1 is coming up. Tank 2, turn on your stance. Tank 1, press your immune. Wait for 2 hits. Tank 2, provoke. Raid wide, ether shields up. And then we're gonna go into super chests. We'll wait for the safe spot to spawn. It is south, go towards alpha. The right is not safe, but the bottom is. So we'll have 5 on 1, 6 below alpha, 7 to the left. 5 on 1, 6 below alpha, 7 to the left. We'll play to the right, not all the way to the right, in the 1 and delta column. If you have red, go back a step. And into the safe spot. Whatever you have, stand in the safe spot. Okay, back on the boss. Raid wide, ether shields up. And please know where your light curtains are, you will need them in a second. Once you hear the ding, curtains up, and dispel the queen. If you don't have a curtain active, dodge the lightning orbs. Get into a sphere, get into a bubble, into any bubble. And back on the boss. Relentless play 1, this will be the open spot. Wind and lightning. Remember the gunner is northwest, between the purple and red. If you're tethered, you'll be going to wind. Stay towards the middle. Tethered will be going to wind. We need to wait for north wind's glow. Going east, Bravo. Tell it to wind. No, tell it to lightning. Open spot northwest. And then to a turret. Back on the boss. Tank Buster 2 is coming up. Tank 2 immune. Healers, this is a good time to arise. Tank 3 stands and provoke. Buffs are coming up, please hold them. Do not use buffs yet. Okay. Again, if I can't call this out, just follow the marked people. Nice pattern. Okay. We're going to Alpha. Press your sprint. Go to middle. Charlie Delta save. 3 on 3. The small spot. Okay. Back on the boss. Press your buffs. Ether shields up. Good. And we're gonna get Super Chest 2. Once again, start towards middle, wait for the safe spot to appear. Safe spot is south again, go north. The right is safe, the bottom is safe, so we'll have 6 in the corner, 7 on 1, and 5 on Delta. 6 in the corner, 7 on 1, 5 on Delta. We're playing all the way to the right. And then move into the safe spot. No matter what you have, go into the safe spot. Healers, you should have Limit Break 3. If you don't, wait, do not press it. Don't be If you have Limit Break 3, please check that you do. Feel free to press it if you have people dead. If not, hold on to it. Tank 3 immune. Okay, you can keep the boss. Everyone stack up on Charlie. Stack up on C. The knight will jump to us and then do optimal play. It's gonna be in, so it's gonna be a small step. Face the queen, it is in and towards the right. In right. Dodge the turrets. And like curtains. Dispels on the queen. Get in a bubble, get in a bubble. Okay. And kill. If you have LBs, use them. Good. Good job.
Wait for them to finish the cutscene and then pick them up with Rise. And then
Yep.
go all the way north. We're gonna take a picture.
We'll take a picture all the way of the tree. For now, we need to rise some people. I mean, if you try to arise someone that's in cutscene, it just cancels it anyway. So it's not like it's a waste.
I can stagger healer.
I would wait with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
But I can do it.
There we go. Okay. Again, thank you all for joining. Very hectic run. A lot more chaotic than usual. I'm sorry about that. Again, once we're done, we're gonna take a picture of the tree. If you have to go, if you are in a rush and need to go, obviously that's fine. Go me. Oh, you didn't get doomed. Nice.
I'm so good.
Professional.
I'm just built different, what can I say?
Yep. Make your way to the tree. It's time for a picture as usual. AKA wait for someone who's good at G-pose to take a picture. Because I sure can't. Again, thank you all for joining. If you want your mount, it is in your achievements window. It is not a drop from the chest. The chest is guaranteed to give you a secret though, so you can use that to upgrade a piece of gear if you happen to have one. It is also guaranteed to give you a minion. Feel free to sell it or use it, whatever you want to do. Find a sprout and give it to them, assuming you have like 100 of them, like some people.
I have like 10 in my retainer at the moment.
I sold through 200 of them like over the course of like 3 months. But yeah. If you want to do more runs, obviously we're gonna keep doing them. I believe a certain someone wants to try a re-clear in the near future, so if you want to see this but faster, with more damage, then you'll see that, and then you feel free to join them. You can have the 1v1 over my dead body. It's about to run out in 3 minutes. Yeah, alright. That should be enough time for you to take pictures, so I'm going to leave instance and then immediately disband the party because the leaf sound is annoying. See you in future runs if you decide to come back, and if you all wanted with the dog, congratulations. You now have no more reason to come back to this content. See ya.
Bye everyone! Thank you for joining! Hello.
Oh, Hannah, thanks for saving Slime Side.
Yeah. No problem.
Whoa. I did not log, I assume one of you did.
I did.
Well, I can upload right now.
I can upload it too if you want.
Let's see how many nuclears. 1, 2,
16. I already posted.
Hell
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
We we had an accident in my group.
You used the wrong emote, Han.
Did I?
Yes. You used Ozma.
Did I use Osma? Oh, I used Osma. I copy pasted the wrong one. My bad. Fixed.
Information.
Oh god, my throat.
So,
But yeah, like-
Rig fucker.
I already did. I think
gonna-
it's just people using actions, honestly.
I like
yeah.